It's so annoying when you have a theory and then you do more research and you find evidence that goes against your theory, but here we are. I was looking for things to support my backing of Robin being a traitor, which I still believe. I still am open to that. But some of my evidence led me to looking at Elle sideways. And it's all because of X-Men. I did not realize how much Elle is like Jean Grey from X-Men. And I had seen the X-Men references like Cerebro and then Hellfire. Actually, Hellfire I didn't know about. But the more I looked into it, the more I'm like, oh my gosh, X-Men explains so much of what's going on. First season, they call out X-Men 134, issue 134, which is right before the Dark Phoenix. And this is where we get Hellfire Club and them influencing Jean Grey to become the Dark Phoenix. Also, Jean Grey's older sister in Earth 616 is named Sarah. Now, for those of you who don't know the Dark Phoenix, that is when Jean Grey is taken over by the Dark Phoenix. Her powers become too great, enough to destroy worlds. I started looking into X-Men because someone messaged me, hey Amy, about how she watched my video about chromatic dispersion and how my theory is that the gang is dispersed, separated, trapped, and to unite them we have to break the prism. It's from clues in the documentary. You gotta watch my other videos to really get what's going on. In X-Men, there is a character named Prism who reflects, who bends light, because he's literally made of like crystals. His human name is Robbie. And so then we're like, oh, Robin, Robbie, Prism. Maybe Robin symbolizes the prism that they have to break out. Like maybe she's kept people trapped. But then reading more about Robbie goes out quick because Jean Grey just uses her telekinesis and smashes him against a wall. You know, he's fragile, he's glass, he's crystal. However, he keeps coming back. He gets cloned. So there are clones of him just thwarting the plans of the X-Men through mercenaries. But this actually got me deeper into looking at Jean Grey. And then I'm like, oh yeah, Jean Grey has the same thing where she got the telekinesis, but her powers are on the fritz. She's really, a lot of emotional inner turmoil up in there affecting her powers. And Elle, yeah, she's a bit wishy-washy with her powers. She's like super powerful one minute and then she's a little wishy-washy the next. But what really got me is the collision of my theory with Robin and the chromatic dragon. For those of you who don't know, the chromatic dragon in D&D, also known as Tiamat, is one of the biggest, baddest villains of D&D. And there is so much lore, and you can go so many ways with it. The dragon, the chromatic dragon, also appears in the form of a human or a humanoid. And she goes by the Dark Lady. Dark Phoenix? Dark Lady? So now I'm like, dang, this whole time I'm thinking Elle's been trapped by Vecna. Elle's been taken by somebody. But maybe it's that she's trapped in herself. And another thing that got me into thinking about that is the dark side of the moon. For some of you who watched my other videos, we discovered that when you play the Dark Side of the Moon album by Pink Floyd 3 times, it syncs up perfectly to the finale and the documentary One Last Adventure. And so I've just been hunting the symbol that's on the album, just hunting the clues connected to that. And in hunting that, I, found out about the chromatic dragon. There were also clues from the Dark Side of the Moon, the lyrics and the musical tone that Robin was a villain. But I also remember from watching it with the Dark Side of the Moon that at the end, after Purple Rain or around Purple Rain, when Elle pushes Mike out of the void, Brain Damage is playing and it's closing in on Elle's face before she disappears and the camera stops on her face. The lyric is, "There's someone in my head, but it's not me." New potential theory, Elle has gone dark. We've gotten the Dark Phoenix of Elle. Where is she in space? I don't know. Maybe in the astral plane. But she's trapped in there. But we can't trust the outside part of her. Not since she's been bit in season 3, episode 7. Oh my god. And as some of you X-Men fans know, Jean Grey dies, but she also resurrects.